Again, the unit number 3 in PLC 602. Now, there are few topics which we have already studied about the risk management and risk analysis. And so far, there are again few uh, contents related to the risk management in this unit. So I am going to cover those also. So risk management and introduction. What is the risk? So we always face the risk during the implementation of the different software projects, and beforehand we will try to identify those risks, and we also calculate that if we estimate the related risk to our software projects, and what is the risk mitigation, monitoring and management. So there are number of methods which we will use to mitigate the risk. Okay, means to minimize the effect of the risk by continuously monitoring those risks and how we are going to manage those risks. So all these comes under the risk management. So first thing is the risk identification. Okay, how we are going to identify the risk during the implementation of our project. So this is the basic definition of the risk. So far, there are number of definition which are used by the organization or the IEEE organization, as well as by the software engineers. So a risk is a potential problem. So this is one of the vital problem we can say whenever we are going to design any project. So it might happen and it might not. Okay, it may be possible that sometimes we face such type of problems during implementation, or it may be not necessary that always we will face the risk for our software projects which we are going to launch from starting. That is, whenever we will start to work on them during the analysis phase, design phase, or testing phase, or at the end. Okay, means after launching of that software project or the different type of software. So we can say it is a, even though potential problem, so sometimes it happen or sometimes not. So it will depend on the position of the market, or sometimes if you are not going to fulfill the requirement of the organization. So the company which is going to design the softwares may face the risk. So what is the conceptual definition? So risk concern future happenings. So what is going to happen in the future? Okay. So as we are going to start or start to work on a particular project, then we may face such type of problems at the initial stage. Okay. So, or sometimes if we are working on a project, then during the midway, okay, suppose we have completed approximate more than 50% of the part of the project, that is we have already designed, and sometimes we may face such type of future problems, okay, that is called the risk. What will happen in the next phase? So risk involves change in mind. Okay, sometimes some sort of we can say uh, due to the change of the mind of the organization, uh, we have to change the requirement, or sometimes we are getting the order from a particular company, and then the user or the owner of that particular organization may change their monopoly, their mind, okay, mind setup, or sometimes they tell you about their number of opinions or the actions, okay. So we can say there may be involvement of such type of risk at any time. So risk involves choice, okay, so and uncertainty that choice entails. So about the risk, we can say a particular word is the uncertainty. At any time it may happen, okay, we may face any problem or during the change of the choice. So at any time, we may face such type of problems from very starting to the end. That is, even after launching of that particular software. So there are two characteristics of the risk. The first is called the uncertainty, because we are not aware what is going to happen in the future, means the uncertainty. The risk may or may not happen. Okay, that is, there are no 100% risk. Those instead are called constants. So if there are we are developing any software under some conditions or under some constraints, then we can say sometimes that we are free from the risk, okay. And sometimes there we may face a number of uncertainty, anything may happen, and due to that uncertainty, uh, the company will go in loss, okay. So this is one of the word which is related to the uncertainty. Another word is the loss, okay. So the risk becomes a reality and unwanted consequences or losses occur. So because we are not aware what type of problem we may face in the future, so this is called the risk, okay. So there are two characteristics. First is called the uncertainty and another is called the loss. So loss due to the uncertainty, and we are not aware that any type of unwanted consequences may occur, okay, in the future. So the company must be ready for such type of loss. So risk categorization, we can say the approach first. There are several risks: project risk, technical risk, business risk. So these are the different categories of the risk, okay. Project risks, you can see here, they threaten the project plan. So sometimes we are designing, okay, we are planning about the project, and at the starting, we may get such type of threat, okay, during the planning only. So if they become real, okay, if the risks are okay, real, then it is likely that the project schedule will slip. So sometimes if we are getting or facing the problem at very starting, that is whenever we are going to uh, plan our project, then the time to complete that project may enhance. Okay, so sometimes more number of ideas will come in our mind, and the time taken to complete that project may enhance, may increase. Okay, so if we will increase the time to complete that project, or we will enhance the time duration to complete that project, it means that is direct have relation with the cost. Okay, so the cost will also increase if you will take more time to complete any project. and due to some sort of we can say the midway risk, okay, that is called the project risk, then cost will increase. So it is directly proportional to the time, or we can say the project schedule. And another is called the technical risk. So this technical risk directly affect the quality, okay, and quality also the timelines of the software to be produced. So the technical risk, it will affect the quality as well as the time. And another point under this technical risk, we can say if they become real, okay, if the risks are real, then implementation may become difficult. If we are facing such type of problems of the risk due to the uh, technical issue, okay, then here we can see implementation may become difficult. Then it is not easy to design such type of projects, okay, and also we can say impossible. Sometimes the technology is changing uh, very rapidly, and it will directly affect the quality of that software, and you can complete your software, or it may take more time to complete or to implement that project. So due to the technical issues, or we can call the technical risk, so it may lose our company. So third type of risk is called the business risk. So it may threat the viability of the software to be built, because here you will use some other software to complete your project, or we can say the software, then they threaten the viability of the software to be built. So whatever resources you are using, so it may affect directly or through the different number of resources you are going to produce, or you are going to build your software, that is called the viability, okay. So that comes under the business risk. So there are number of phases, so that will affect the other phases. So sometimes your company is designing a particular software, implementing or doing only the coding part or some other portion, but your company have no the testing facility. So for the testing facility, you will hand over your software after designing to another company. Okay. So you have to pay for the testing purpose to other company beforehand. Okay. And after that, due to the long time, or if you are unable to launch your software, then such type of we can say the loss that will be beared by the your company, that comes under the business risk, okay. So if they become real, they jeopardize the uh, project or the product, so it will affect all the things, so that will come under the business risk. So risk category is the project risk, technical risk, and business risk. So there are three types of, here you can see the risk. Another category, these are called the subcategories of the business risk. Now you have already seen here, there are project risk, technical risk, business risk. Now business risks, you can see here again have a number of subcategories, because here we can say business plays a major role. Okay, after the implementation, everything will depend on the planning of the business or the marketing. We can say the monopoly. So we may face, or our company face, a lot of risk during the business or the marketing of that particular software. So there are number of subcategories of business risk. So first is called the market risk. Okay. So what is the market risk here? Building an excellent product or system that no one really wants. Okay. Sometimes you can see, I am not applying about the software which you are going to design. sometimes there are other products in the market. Before taking any order, okay, just you are going to produce a number of, we can say, the products, and after that you are going to launch those products in the market. And sometimes as you will go in the market, then there are number of we can say the small companies which they are not ready to accept your products due to the slowdown of the market, or we can say some due to the some other circumstances, they are not ready to receive your we can say the product. Okay, so such type of things we can say come under the market risk. Okay, so you are going to produce such type of products that nobody is ready to accept those product due to the less demand of that particular product, because the we can say the users, or there are number of persons, they are not preferring such type of product. Okay, they are not ready to purchase such type of product from the market. And there is a big risk, there is a lot of competition for a particular product. There are number of companies which are you are properly that developing or creating or implementing number of products. So a single product can be produced by a number of companies. So there is a big competition in the market. Okay, so everything will depend on the quality of the particular product and the cost or the price of that particular product. Okay, so everywhere there is a competition. So sometimes you are going to produce such type of, suppose just I am considering the example of the here the item which is very popular in the Aligarh, that is the lock. Okay, so there are several small industries that are going to develop or creating such type of number of locks, and just they are going to launch in the market. But there is a big risk. Okay, they are losing money, and they are providing and developing the product and giving to the market, but they are not getting money. And in the market, due to the big competition, uh, it is very difficult uh, to, we can say, hand over your product in the market. And sometimes they are not ready to receive such type of material, or we can say the product. So that comes under the market risk. Another is the strategic risk. What is the strategic risk? The building a product that no longer fits into the overall business strategy for company. Okay, so sometimes again the same thing. Strategic risk means just you are designing any product, and that product, here we can say, no longer fits into the overall business strategy. So your product is we can say not fit properly as per the market values. Okay, so that comes under the strategic risk. Sales risk, again, building a product that the sales force doesn't understand how to sell. Okay, so for this there is a, again, we the organization form a particular team. Okay, so that team just go outside and sell some product. Okay, so you have no such type of team. Just you are going to build a product, but you have no team. Then, or we can say uh, they are not properly trained. Okay, we have no such type of person that they haven't knowledge regarding the product, so that they are unable to sell. Okay, in the market. So such type of thing is called the sales risk. Okay, similarly the management risk, losing the support of senior management. Management risk type, losing the support of senior management due to a change in focus or a change in pupil. So sometimes just we are going to change or alter our senior staff, then it is very difficult nobody, a new person cannot give a particular support to the team members. Okay, because at initially he is unable to understand what is going on in the mm, uh, company and what are the different market strategies. Okay, so mm, we can say they are unable to provide the uh, training to the team members, okay, of that company. So that comes under the management risk. Budget risk, losing budgetary or personal commitment. Sometimes we have no so much budget, okay, and suppose if we are going to produce a number of products or to develop a number of products, but our company have no so much budget, but we are getting some sort of order, and the person or the company who is giving you the order, but they are not providing you such type of big budget, okay, so that you cannot develop some product as per the requirement or as per the requirement of the market. So our company must have some sort of budget so that we can produce the product as per the requirement. So there are number of we can say the subcategories of the business risk. So all these risk comes under the business risk. Okay, market risk, strategic risk, sales risk, management risk, budget risk. Now here we can say another category, that is the approach to known risk. So sometimes there are some risk we are already aware. uh, Okay, those risks that can be uncovered after careful evaluation of the project plan, the business and technical environment in which the project is being developed, and other reliable information sources, unrealistic delivery date. Okay, so sometimes if we will take care, then there are we can call such type of risk a known risk. Okay, so we will take care beforehand. Accordingly, we can plan about our project. We will also take care of the business and the technical environment, okay, in which we are going to launch our project. And with the help of other reliable information, uh, we can reduce the effect of such type of risk. Okay, so these are called the known risk. Predictable risk, again, we can say those risks that are extrapolated from past project experience, past turnover. So in this case, we must have the knowledge, we can say the past experience. So on the behalf of the past experience, we can ultimately reduce such type of the effect of the risk. So that comes under the predictable risk. Okay, we can predict with the help of the past project experience. Similarly, another type is the unpredictable risk. Suppose such type of situation we can say did not face, okay, such type of unpredictable, we cannot predict. So those risks that can and do occur but are extremely difficult to identify in advance. So there are number of risks, that is called the uncertainty. We are not aware what will happen in the next moment. Okay, so we can say that these are the difficult to identify. We are unable to identify such type of risk that comes under the unpredictable. Okay, and predictable with the help of our past experience, knowledge. Okay, then we can predict such type of risk that sometimes that such type of risk would be happen. So we will try to reduce the effect of such type of risk. Okay, and in case of the uncertainty, we are unable at what time anything may happen. So that comes under the unpredictable risk. So reactive versus pro-reactive risk strategies. What are the different such type of risk strategies? Reactive risk strategies. Reactive, just we are saying that don't worry, I will think of something. Okay, reactive risk strategies means just okay, no problem. We are ready to plan. that how we will face or reduce such type of risk. Okay, we can plan the risk strategies. So that is called the reactive risk strategy. So in this case, we can say, okay, don't worry, I will think of something. Okay, we will try to reduce the effect of such type of risk. So, and we can say that this is the one of the category of the predictable risk. Okay, reactive risk strategy, just we are going to plan or we can face such type of risk if these are predictable. Okay, then we can say, okay, no problem, I can face such type of risk because we have already aware by such type of strategies. So that comes under the reactive strategies. So the majority of the software team and manager rely on this approach. Okay, so our team is ready, and also the manager, okay, who is controlling or managing the software team, then he will also say about this that okay, we can face such type of risk with the help of the past experience. So nothing is done about the risk until something goes wrong. Okay. So if you are unable to do or unable to face the problems or the circumstances, then till now we can not say that we are going to face some risk. Okay. So the team then flies into action. Okay. If we are going to face some type of risk, then the team then flies into action. Okay. All the team will come into the action and in an attempt to correct the problem rapidly. Okay. So we will use some sort of tools to face such type of problem. So, for example, they are saying that firefighting. So sometimes we have such type of product. If anything may happen, and then during such type of risk, we can extinguish, we can reduce those effects with the help of a number of tools available in the company. Okay. So crisis management is the choice of management techniques. So these are the one of the techniques uh, which we can use, okay, for the crisis management purpose. Now another type of is called the proactive risk strategies. Proactive means we are active and we are going to follow some strategies. Okay, we are with those problems so that we can reduce the risk. Okay, with the help of some strategies. So steps for risk management are followed. So here we will follow some steps, okay, so that we can reduce the effect of the risk. Primary objective is to avoid risk. So our goal must be the primary goal or the objective must be to avoid the risk. Means the planning must be very keen, okay, at very starting. We will take care of such type of analysis, planning, okay, and to have a contingency plan in place to handle unavoidable risk in a controlled and effective manner. So we also have some sort of plans in advance, okay. We have some tools in advance so that we may use to avoid the risk, okay. Now steps for the risk management. There are number of risk for the number of steps for the risk management. First, identify. Okay. Identify possible risk. So first we will identify the risk, recognize what can go wrong. Okay. So at the initial stage, we will try to identify such type of factors which may affect or which may create problem in the forthcoming time or in the future. Second is the analyze. Okay, we may analyze each risk to estimate the probability that it will occur and the impact is loss or the damage that it will do if it does occur. So there are number of steps. First, we will identify and analyze and then rank, or here we may prioritize the number of risk. Okay, so rank the risk by probability and impact. So here we will divide the number of stages for the risk, or we can say that we will provide the rank to the risk. So impact may be negligible, marginal, critical, and catastrophic. So there are various here stages. So the rank the risk, here just we are going to prioritize the risk, where it will be more or less. Okay, where it will be negligible,
Sir,
marginal. There are number of categories for the risk ranks. So it may,
sir,
hello. So number 4, to develop a contingency plan to manage those risks. So here beforehand, we must use some tools, or we must be ready to face such type of forthcoming problems, okay, that may be due to the uh, market, we can say, stage, or the technical stage, okay. So the risk we can face uh, due to any problems, any future problems, then we have some sort of, we can say, the contingency plan, okay, to reduce the risk of the, or we can say to reduce the effect of the risk. We cannot abolish, or we cannot finally finish the risk if we are going to plan or produce the software. Then it is necessary we must face such type of problems of the risk. Okay, whenever we are going to do the any business, then we must face such type of risk. So whether we are going to produce any or implement any project or any product which we are going to launch into the market, then the risk is necessary. So what is the background here? We can say risk identification. Okay, so we have already seen here, to identify the risk, analyze the risk, rank the risk, develop a contingency plan. So we must have some plans for that. Then how we are going to here identify the risk. So risk identification is a systematic attempt to specify threats to the project plan. So we must at the starting identify, we will try to identify the risk, okay, which we may face during the development of the project. So it is a systematic attempt to specify threats to the project plan. Okay, so whenever we are going to plan our project, then we must use some systematic approach, okay, to handle such type of risk, or to identify those risks. So by identifying known and predictable risks, now you are already aware by the different category of the risk. So we here we can identify the predictable risk, and there are also unpredictable risks that is very difficult to identify. We cannot identify those risks that is comes under the category of the uncertainty. Okay, so we can identify only the predictable risk. So by identifying known and predictable risk here, the project manager takes a first step toward avoiding them. Okay, so we must avoid the risk at very starting. Okay, it means our planning must be strong. Okay, so we must take care at very starting stage whenever we are going to implement or design any project. So another type is called the generic risk that are potential threat to every software project. So this is common one. Generic risk is, so we can say it is a sort of threat to every software project. So that comes under the generic risk. Product specific risk that can be identified only by those with a clear understanding of the technology, people and environment. So that is called the product specific risk. Okay, product specific risk means clear understanding of the technology and the people. So we must be aware by the technology which is going on currently, and also the users which uh, the users those they will use your product. Okay, so that comes under the product specific risk. So this requires examination of the project plan and statement of scope. So what special characteristics of this product may threaten our project plan? So there are other some special characteristics for the product. Now there is a checklist for the risk. Now at the starting, or we must have some checklist so that we can check the number of items here. So first is the used as one way to identify risk. Okay, so how we are going to identify the risk? So this is the checklist. Number one, to focus on known and predictable risk. So here we will check about the or focus on the predictable risk so that we can reduce such type of category of the risk. Okay, if the risk category comes under the predictable, or we can predict number of risks due with the help of our past experience, then we will try, or we can focus on those so that we can reduce, mm, or we can nullify uh, at least the one area of the risk, that is the predictable risk. We can reduce the effect of such type of risk. Okay, or another, here the checklist is for the can be organized in several ways. So here we can also organize our risk into several ways here. A list of characteristics here. We will form a list. Okay. And we can divide each risk into subcategory. So this is called the organization. Second one is the questionnaire that leads to an estimate on the impact of each risk. So here we will prepare a number of questions over that. Okay, so that we can estimate on the effect of each risk. So these are the various questions which may face. So now we are going to take your attendance, only 1 minute left. So again, a list containing a set of risks. So here we will form a list, and in that list here it may contain a number of risk component drivers and their probability. Okay, so what will be the probability for a particular risk component? Now I will engage this remaining on the next lecture. Anything, please you can ask. Any question, please.